elusive, Queen Mary could not contain her emotions when she returned to Paris without Frederick. The grand halls of the Danish royal palace echoed with the sound of Queen Mary's anguished sobs as she returned to Copenhagen, her husband King Frederick conspicuously absent by her side. The harrowing news of their son's critical condition had cut short the couple's much-needed respite, sending them racing back to the kingdom in a desperate bid to be by the crown prince's bedside. But as the Queen stepped off the private jet, her regal composure shattered, a torrent of emotion spilling forth in a display that has left the nation and the world beyond deeply unsettled. "I have never seen Her Majesty in such a state," whispered Lady Amelia, a visibly shaken confidant of the royal household. The grief, the worry, the sheer anguish, it was as if the weight of the world had come crashing down upon her. Indeed, the images of the stoic and steadfast Queen Mary, her normally impeccable demeanor replaced by a raw and visceral display of human frailty, have sent shockwaves through the kingdom, leaving the public both captivated and deeply unsettled by the rare glimpse into the private turmoil of the royal family. For the Queen to so openly and profoundly express her emotions is a testament to the gravity of the situation, observed Professor Søren Eriksen, a leading expert on the Danish monarchy. It is a moment that shatters the illusion of the monarchy as an untouchable, stoic institution, and reminds us all that they, too, human beings grappling with unimaginable anguish. Indeed, the Queen's return to Paris, without the comforting presence of her husband by her side, has only served to amplify the sense of tragedy that has enveloped the royal household. The stark contrast between the opulent trappings of her arrival and the palpable despair etched upon her features has left many in the nation struggling to reconcile the gravity of the situation with the regal image they have come to expect from their sovereign. "We are so accustomed to seeing the Queen as a pillar of strength, a beacon of unwavering composure," Lady Amelia confessed, her own voice trembling with emotion. "To witness her in such a state of raw vulnerability is both heartbreaking and deeply unsettling. It is a reminder that even the most powerful among us are not immune to the ravages of fate." As the nation grapples with the uncertainty surrounding the Crown Prince's condition, the Queen's open display of emotion has only served to deepen the sense of foreboding that has gripped the kingdom. For many, the sight of their stoic sovereign succumbing to the weight of her grief has been a jarring and unsettling experience, one that has shaken the very foundations of their faith in the monarchy's seemingly unassailable resilience. "The Queen has always been the embodiment of strength and resolve for the Danish people," Professor Eriksen observed, his brow furrowed with concern. "To see her reduced to such a state of anguish is a sobering reminder that even the most esteemed and revered among us are vulnerable to the cruel whims of circumstance." As the nation rallies behind the royal family, offering their prayers and well wishes for the Crown Prince's recovery, the question of the Queen's emotional state has become a topic of intense speculation and debate. For some, her open display of emotion has only served to deepen their respect and empathy for the woman who has dedicated her life to the service of the kingdom. But for others, the sight of their sovereign's vulnerability has been an unsettling and disquieting experience, one that has forced them to confront the fragility that lies at the heart of even the most formidable institutions. "The monarchy has always been a symbol of unwavering strength and stability for the Danish people," Lady Amelia acknowledged, her voice tinged with a sense of somber reflection. "But in this moment, we are all reminded that even the mightiest among us are not immune to the ravages of fate. It is a humbling and sobering lesson, one that will linger long after the Crown Prince's condition has been resolved." As the Queen retreats to the privacy of the palace, her husband still detained in Copenhagen, the nation holds its collective breath, united in its hope for the safe return of their beloved Crown Prince and in its empathy for the anguish that has shaken the very foundations of the Danish royal family.